Okay, we're going to be doing a key for a 2012 Honda Accord. We're going to be adding 2 keys. The first thing we do is read the VIN. We're going to do an automatic read on this. That'll let us know that we're going to be able to easily get into the system. We're going to be doing a blade key. Then we are going to do an immobilizer scan. We're going to do an automatic scan that's going to check each of the systems of the car, make sure there's no faults. Then if there are any faults, we're going to erase those faults. We're mostly concerned with any faults that are associated with the immobilizer system. If there's faults in the immobilizer system, we may not be able to access it freely. This is a 4th blade key system. Honda has multiple different types of blade key systems. And this has identified it as a 4th blade key system. And the scan is completed. Now we're going to hit add a key. We've inserted a working key into the car. The difference between all keys lost and add a key is that we have to have a working key to do add a key. Otherwise, it's a different process. Now that we've started the process, it's going to send us through a number of prompts. We first have to insert a key into the ignition, turn it on. We've already done that. So we hit OK and accept. Now it's going to have us turn the car on and off multiple times. And then during this process, after maybe the 2nd or 3rd time, it's going to ask us to switch the keys. We follow the prompts and try to be very careful and understand exactly what they're asking you, because after about the 2nd or 3rd time, it's going to ask you to switch the keys. Now, the immobilizer light or the security light is located in this car on the upper left-hand panel. Once I pan to the instrument panel, you'll be able to see it in the upper left-hand point of the screen. Now this is the first key to be learned. You can notice the immobilizer light in the upper left-hand corner of the screen. What we're going to be doing is cycling the ignition on and off as requested until that immobilizer goes out and responds to that key. In a few moments, it's going to ask us if the immobilizer light has gone out. We need to verify that it has gone out with the key in the on position. And it asks us if the immobilizer light has gone out. If you've used the correct key and everything is working correctly, that light will go out. Now it's going to finish this process of learning this particular key, and then it's going to ask us if we want to learn the next one. If you're only going to learn one key, you can now exit the system as you're done. We're done with the first key. In this instance, we're going to program 2 keys. As you can see, 1 key has been added. We're going to actually use the key that we just learned. We don't have to, but we're going to use the key that we just learned to program the 2nd key. So now this is the original key that we've learned. It's the start of the process. It's recognizing that key and led us through the security of the system. So now we're going to momentarily, now it's asking us to switch keys. We're going to take this key out and we're going to switch to the next key to be learned. Follow the prompts, turn the ignition on. And we're going to cycle this key several times as requested by the system so that it will recognize this key. As you can see, the immobilizer light on the left, the green immobilizer light is still flashing. Now it has recognized the key. As you can see, it's no longer flashing. Once it's no longer illuminated, that lets you know that this step of the process is working. And it's now asking us if the light has gone out. There is no immobilizer light, so we can hit yes, and the process isn't quite over yet, you're going to cycle the ignition on and off 1 or 2 more times as requested by the system. Again, the mobilizer light is remaining out. So now you can see in the system we've went up to 5 keys. We've now added 2 keys to the system. Now we're going to turn the ignition on 3 times this time. And the reason why is we're going to verify that the 2 keys that we've learned now function. The first key is functioning, the car is on. And then we're going to take that key out. We're going to put in the second key that we've learned, turn the ignition on, and verify that that key is also functioning as well. We have a good start. And then to finish the process, we're going to put in the original key that we used to program these 2 keys and verify that it still works. And we have a successful third start. All of the keys are functioning and our job is done. Now, learning the remote part of these keys is a different process. It's actually a manual process, which you can look in your 508 and see the procedure. It's a multiple turning the car off, hitting the lock button, and then turning the car off, hitting the unlock button. You do this procedure 4 times, and then on the 5th time, the doors will cycle. That explanation is in your Autel system. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.